Hello guys, welcome to part 2 of installing the CatClamp. We already have a video for the cat getting painted in orange, another video when we install the clamps, and now we are running the cable. So I kind of started right now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the cable from these holes, these two holes over there, and this bracket right here, the bracket that holds the pump. Let's see, I might change that because it's kind of close to the shaft for the all-wheel drive vehicle. Maybe if you guys don't have an all-wheel drive car, you can run it from there, from that bracket that holds the fuel tank. So I'm going to change the plan. I already used one of these holes. Let's see, from this boot right here, the holes part of the muffler, if you count it, there is one hole, 2 and 3. So I use 2 and 3 holes to kind of loop the cable so it grabs all this side, and then I'm just going to move it all the way to the frame. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's see how it goes. Okay guys, so what I did was a U-loop, a U the way I installed it. So I changed this part. I grab it from over there. My car is all-wheel drive and I didn't want anything to hit the shaft right here. So I use the clamps where it holds. Of course I'm going to tie it really nice so I know I won't have any problem. I kind of wibble this to make sure it won't hit any wire, any cable, and it's gonna make like a rattling noise. So I'm pretty confident it's going to be good. I'm going to check on this too all this week when I'm driving. So I use, let me see if I can show you better, that part over there, and then I make a loop, went around, and I use these 2 holes, and then I went under this so it's gonna kind of sit over there. I might put some kind of rubber here later just to don't make that metal to metal contact. And then first I went here on top and I used the first hole. So this is how it goes, like this around, went over there, and then I use the other hole right here, and then I run it on top and use the hole over there. And I'm going to do the same right here with this hole right here. So I will have my two ends of the cable facing the front of the car, and then I'm just going to run those 2 ends around the stabilizer bar right here and the chassis, and it's just gonna go around. So I think that's when the creativity comes, when your guys installing the cable. It's not like a right setup. One might be better though than other ones, but things to keep in consideration are to make sure that where the cable runs is not going to wrap like the O2 sensors, or is going to break the shaft if you guys have an all-wheel drive car, because that thing spins when you're driving. And what else, like these shells, the shells like this, that when the car, when the muffler moves, it's easier to make a rattling noise. So try to avoid that. Or if you see like any part is like connecting or is touching each other, you can always buy like a rubber hose, like a power steering hose or something in the local auto parts, and then just put it around this cable, which I'm going to do later on just to make it nicer, where I think that it can hit So that's my recommendation. Just run it the way you feel is good. In this case, I seen a lot of people just putting the ends right here in this clamp, but like I say, if they in the part one, like if they cut it right here, they can easily take at least this part out, and then they're just gonna kind of paralleling with this side that is grabbing the bar and the frame. But that's why I went with the loop right here, and also it kind of hold that side, I think, better. So that end is connected around. I don't know what you guys think about it, but I can always play with it, see how it goes. If not, I take it out in a weekend and until I find the right system. So let's keep putting it, and then I'm gonna show you the end result. So guys, I already run it through the hole here. I went up, and then I ran it to the other hole. I went around, and I went over the frame, and as you see, the two ends right here and over there. So I basically use the holes, like the outer holes. There are 4 holes on top. I use the one on the sides and both ends, and then I make a loop around the frame. So now my 2 ends are over there. So it's just gonna go around now. I'm going to go around, and I'm going to use the other holes. I'm gonna use this hole right now, okay, and then I will show you the end result. Okay guys, it's looking very beautiful right now. As you see, now I run it around the frame, and I make sure it's not hitting anything. Everything looks good. You have to leave the 2 metal up holes for the last, because the cable is really long, and then you have to kind of go around until it gets like smaller, and then the last part that you're going to put is the two holes over there on top, because that's where it's going to tie everything together. So right now I'm going to put these 2. You see the cable is almost finished. I can go one more loop, and then I'm going to the 2 holes, tied already nice with my tool, and I'm gonna go for a test drive. So here is the end result. I loop it many times until I use the last. As you see, it's barely going out. I'm gonna pull it out and it's gonna go out like an inch. So that's what I want to do in both sides. The other side is like maybe 2 inch out, but I know it won't hit anything. And I'm going to start the engine and let it run for a while, just to make sure everything is good before putting the car down. When you are tightening this, make sure that you tie each side evenly. Don't just tie in one side. Okay, so make sure you tie it here, and then you go to the other side, and then you tie it evenly. Same in the other side. Now we are going inside the car, start the engine, drive the car, make sure there is no noises. When I started, it sounds really nice. It's no rattling or anything, which is good, because when the engine is cold, usually that's when the car has a higher RPMs. As you notice right here, it has like over 1,000 over the number 1 in the RPM. So it should be rattling by now. But anyways, we're gonna drive it and see if the chaff is not hitting anything. Okay, car is cold. I'm gonna let it warm a little bit. Let's see. that little noise, if you guys hear it, it's normally my car when it's cold, but then it goes away later on. But I want to test drive. Most important, the chaff won't hit. Everything seems fine so far. I'm gonna go around, going to make a U-turn too. It should be okay. So far so good. Let's see, like make a turn. Like I say, I have some, maybe if you guys have here like a rattling small noise, that's pretty normal in my car. I need to still fix the motor mount. Our car's being parked here for like 2 days, so it's cold still. There we go. It's running perfect. I don't hear any noise for the CatClamp, but anyways, I have to make another video in the future to update and give a truly review about this product. You know, it's the first time installing it. I started around 4:10 p.m. I would say. I finished it around 6 p.m. Took me like 2 hours, and that's because I'm also doing a video. I think it will easily take an hour to an hour and a half to do the installation. You know, it's not really hard to do. Turning or making a left U-turn, no noise. Now we're gonna go to make a right U-turn, and then we are good. Recommendations, you know, once you are running that cable wire, which I think is the most difficult part, make sure that you are not hitting auto sensor wirings like muffler shields. You know, make sure you pull on those wires really good before you make the last tight on the bolts. And now definitely I feel better. This is a right U-turn. Perfect, no noise. That's it, guys. Thank you. I'm gonna make more videos how to replace the spark plugs on the element, valve cover, gasket, air filter, any other videos about replacing other parts in this car. Please let me know. I will happily make a video, since I bought this car used and I'm trying to make it run better every time. I'm willing to make more videos how to change brake pads. Just let me know, okay? Peace out. Have a good day.